Hello and welcome everyone to part 25 of the Rome Let's Play for Total War Rome 2. If you're watching this on the 2nd of November, then it is my birthday. I am 23 years old this day, so thank you all for the birthday messages so far you guys have sent in. Very much appreciate those. And yeah, I'm having a great time getting these Roman Iceni parts. Iceni went up before this, out today. If you're looking for the Third Age Elves of Lorien Harad, I will definitely have either one or both of those out tomorrow. Sparta and Empire Total War that are meant to be up today. Because of Battlefield 4 coming out in the UK on Friday, yesterday, I've got delayed basically with my schedule, as I'm sure you can understand. Those of you who play Battlefield 4, it is rather good fun. So, there'll just be Roman Iceni up today. If I get a chance, I'll try and do some Sparta and Empire Total War tomorrow, but it may just be rescheduled and slotted in next week with the regular scheduling. Link to that is in my description, as always. If you've got a chance to earn, if you haven't already, please do check out that link to my t-shirt poll. A simple yes or no would do great on that poll. Thank you very much. So yeah, without further ado, let's get on with the Let's Play. I think that was a lot shorter than my introduction for the Iceni one. I rambled. I was excited. So I got some Game of Thrones stuff for my birthday, a nice poster and a behind-the-scenes book of Game of Thrones, kind of the filming of, which is rather awesome. Massive thanks to my girlfriend for getting me those. Anyway, so we've got the food situation under control. We are being besieged by the Gaelic Confederation, and I've just spawned all these agents. We have a Latin culture majority over here. A well-kept ledger. God, that sounds really pervy. A well-kept ledger. Let's try a concealed blade. We're just going to go up against this agent. Hopefully I won't end up killing all my agents and feeding him. Damn, I fed him. Probably not going to be able to do actually very much with them. So, that's going to be wounded. So, let's bring these spies up here. Military intelligence for that army. This one down here, people have been saying, you know... Oh, and I've been reading your comments about, you know, attacking Swibby or not like that. The consensus was generally... Well, there wasn't really a unified consensus. There's quite a lot of toing and froing. But for now, it kind of seems that most people are saying, use that army, go to the Iberia, and then come back and deal with Swibby. When you can deploy this army, or a similar army, and swoop through. So, in that case, I'm going to get these guys into force march over towards Iberia as soon as possible. They're there in 2 turns time. Thankfully we can move them very quickly. These guys are holding my eastern flank, which is good. Swibby building up some forces here, but you know, hopefully we'll be able to deal with them should they attack. But right now I think they're reasonably happy with me, so shouldn't have too much worry there. Let's see if we can get trade with them. There we go, trade agreed. Huzzah. So hopefully we can keep them at bay. Still no trade for you guys? No, you won't do it on low, I know that. What about you guys? No. I'm glad that the gods will have you listen to a lot of people though. That's very, very key terms for being a successful barbarian. So I can these at the cost of squalor. Same here but with food, so don't want that. Moving that military presence out of the region. Here we can upgrade to more food, which is all good. Rome needs upgrading. We're going to have to wait several times for that. And also, a lot of you were saying, you know, all these places are, you know, you've not built up your cities and things like that. And I'm paying for it now because I've kind of expanded out, not upgraded my agriculture for a while. What am I researching here? Because we're trying to get to those, well, professional soldier rewards it at least. This gets me the auxiliary thing, and then I'm probably going to have to come off getting more professional soldiers right now. And looking at things like improved irrigation, land reclamation, seed selection, just to increase food. Forum Cup Edinis. So we can upgrade things like this, or I can convert this wine trader. I don't actually know why I held off doing that, because actually food would be very useful. A delicatessen. I think it's because I wanted to make it a gladiator school, but not everything can be, of course, in everything can be in Rome. I think Shrine of Neptune, someone was saying, it will give me some food eventually if I upgrade it. We'll go for that anyway. Shrine of Neptune, maritime commerce, seeing as we do have a trade port there as well. That's going to be minus some food on these little ones here. which I don't want to do just yet. That's going to be less food with the auxiliary barracks there. We can get auxiliaries, I think, from... Where was it we built it? Ah, here. And we actually need to recruit a few units anyway. So, I'm going to bother with the Gaelic Light Horse because I have my own equites which do pretty well. But the auxiliary Gaelic Warriors will be received well. Won't bother with War Dogs just yet, though. So we're replenishing now all my troops because they've been facing attrition because of the food shortages. Once these guys are fed and replenished, we will sally out and we will destroy the enemy here. Let's upgrade the pot maker there.
How can I help?
Trying to defeat this War Maiden, but I think this... Oh, this veteran's not going to have much chance either. Oh, look, we've got the aqueduct. That's cool. That's showing up on the map. I haven't built one here, but obviously when you're a large city you need an aqueduct bringing in your fresh water supply. Have these guys over here, but not worried about them. Bring that other army up. Let's have a look over what's going up in Carthage. Have my fleet in here, because I pulled all my other armies around. Let's actually have a look at the situation down here. I probably need to push along towards like Egypt or something like that. Very much spread out in one direction, kind of like a multiple direction. Can attack these guys like I'm doing in my Spartan Let's Play. I may push out to Libya, rather. Spread round here as well toward around Illyria. Rather friendly with me. Or we could take on the Might of Sparta, which somebody suggested would be pretty good fun. So we'll look at doing that shortly, but I'm going to be focusing on the Iberian Peninsula right now, actually bringing up my focuses there. Who am I allied with? Allied with these guys. Everybody else is kind of free picking, especially these guys down here, which I'm already at war with. So that's where I'm going to attack first with that army. So I may need to put that army into the sea. We'll send them by sea to... That's the Gaelic Confederation. We'll attack here. I have to watch all those ships try and land somewhere. Anyway, plenty of money coming in, which is good. So my taxes are not too high. No, that's all good. Trade looks alright from what I can see. Everybody in here seems reasonably happy, so let's just end the turn. We're going to have hopefully a battle in a moment. As with my Iceni part, as with the Sparta part that went up before all of that on Thursday, I am now using the Blood and Gore DLC. It can be enabled or disabled via your game options once you purchase the pack, so you don't have to have it on, but I am going to have it on. The FPS impact doesn't actually seem to be that severe at all. I think it helps that it's not as over the top as Shogun 2's was, which means there's not too much splashing up on your face on the screen. So the performance I'm personally finding isn't too bad, so I'm quite happy to leave it on. Plus it looks awesome. If you want to turn the blood off, but you still want all those extra gore animations, I think if you have your unit settings above high, or on high or above, then those extra gory animations will still exist, so you'll still be able to see people's heads fly off. I'm not 100% sure on what that setting needs to be, but I swear I saw on the forums it was above high. But I'm sure you guys will know in the description, in the comments rather, so feel free to correct me there. Civil war erupts. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Somebody said this would happen. The mighty lion. It's me.
All are the weapons of rebellion.
And my friend. Lion number 2. He doesn't look so friendly. Uh-oh. Oh, they're going for a hug. Uh-oh. Edicts cancelled, and the reason being, civil war has erupted. Power struggles within your faction have sparked an all-out civil war. Brother now fights brother. The retaking of Roma. The Eternal City has fallen. It must be recaptured for the Senate, for the people, for the gods. We'll get war fervor and a little bit of bonus to our treasure. Oh, sweet crap. They have spawned a mighty host of armies. Well, I know where this army's coming back, and it's not to to Iberia. I know some of you are going, Lionheart, we warned you this would happen. We warned you. Senate Loyalists. Awesome. I am most likely screwed here. I need them not to take any settlements as soon as possible, but they are, quite literally, with all these armies, they can sail out and probably capture all these regions within about 2 or 3 turns. Which is not good at all. I need to squash these guys as soon as possible. If I look at my faction... Well, these guys have all gone. They've all rebelled against me. That's who's made up the rebellion. So I need to squash them. And if I squash them, I can have no access to any of the political stuff anymore. If I squash them, I should regain control, you know, with a lot of strength. I like how they're blue. They do look nice blue. I will give them that. But civil war has begun. I'm going to have to recall my armies from the various fronts I have them at. And have to, you know, hold where I am. So we have 3 armies pushing north. And I'm going to need some of those armies back. Who am I at war with? These guys over in the Iberian Peninsula, which are not going to be a problem. Slaves, it's pretty standard. The Gaelic Confederation are the only others that I need to worry about. The Senate Loyalists, we can see here, is hated by absolutely everyone, which is a good thing. Oh, apart from the Gaelic Confederacy. So they're the only ones I need to worry about. These guys over here, not my enemies. It's only this army, and the thing is, this army has my best troops, so it would make sense to bring this army back as soon as possible and send this army to the front, the auxiliary army. This army can also come back with the Gaelic auxiliary, so that's what we're going to do. These guys should be happy when with this army gone. They should remain happy. Public Order Grove of Nymphs. Having lost Rome, we've got quite a large amount of food, which I'm worried about why we have so much. I'm guessing it's because the buildings in Rome are no longer taking away as much food from me. So we're going to bring this army back here. We're probably going to attack via land, or I may hop this army along via sea. So this army, the thing is, Bibracte will spawn an army of 10 with 1 unit of legionaries, which should be enough to hold out on its own. So these guys are going to go into force march stance and move to Cenobom. These guys are going to go into force march stance and march as far... Oh, no, we don't want to exchange anyone. These guys are going into force march stance and marching south. And now this army, you can move into Cenobom. Can't do anything with this agent, but we'll leave him here to hold up with this army. And we're racing back now with our forces, putting them back from the front. We are being raided here by the Gaelic Confederation, the Drowned Men. And I'm not going to bother upgrading anything. I'm just going to save my money because we may well need to raise another force quickly. And in fact, this thing is... Oh, I like how I got the aqueducts on everything now. That's really cool. That must have been an upgrade I researched, surely, to add that onto the campaign map, because I swear that's not been there before. Do we have that at Carthage? No, Carthage has no aqueduct. Is it because I need to upgrade this? Perhaps a bit more. We'll upgrade that, actually. And we'll upgrade this. It's only small amounts of food that go. Grove of Nymphs, no, we will not do that. Right, so really it would be a good idea to recruit somebody else. Raise some forces in the south. Oh, that is the guy. I cannot remember his name, and I'm quite sad that I can't. But his face, his likeness, I believe this is the chap that the Creative Assembly had over to their studio way back, I think nearly 2 summers ago. He had, I think it was terminal cancer, and they had him over to the studio for the day. He got to play Rome 2 way back in, you know, pre-alpha development, and they motion captured his face, his likeness into the game. I think that's his model. If not, there is a guy that looks remarkably like that, I think. And they put him in the game, and he's also as a soldier. You'll see him, but you'll see him as a general as well. So just for out of respect for that, I'm definitely choosing him to raise my new army with, and we'll go with veteran legionaries, so we can see him out commanding the best of the best. So we've got auxiliary cavalry, Socii Equites, Socii Equites Extraordinari, Socii Equites Extraordinari, good ones to go for. You know, with their charge bonus, they'll be powerful. We can go for the Socii Extraordinari. We can also get legionaries. These guys have a lot more armor, so they should hold out a little bit more than the effectiveness of the legionaries. So we'll go for the Soci Extraordinari as well. We'll go for 4 of them, get some legionaries in there. I don't know how long I'm going to have to recruit this army, but I'm hopefully got enough time to get as many as possible. And then throw in some Velites. Throw in some Soci Equites as well. And 2 Ballista. There we go, that army is ready. We spent all the money building that up. Okay, end the turn. What's this? Edicts. Oh, we can put an edict somewhere else. So where? Who's not got an edict? Have we got one over in Carthage? I'm not sure if I've got another province actually that can take an edict. Oh, apparently we have got one. You may still issue an edict in one of your entirely controlled provinces. Oh, because I don't control the whole province. That's why Lionheart fail. We've got an edict over here. No, we haven't. So let's issue one here. Bread and games, there we go. That's what a lot of you were telling me I should have done with the food crisis as well, switch all my edicts to bread and games. And we've got a Steam achievement, I don't think you can see that layover. Steam achievement of the die is cast, which means it's Civil War time. Very much looking forward to this actually, because it does essentially rip apart your nicely structured empire and cause you a lot of problems. Now they have... Oh hello, we're fighting a large army here. They have Praetorians, uh-oh. And they have... Oh god, they've got very decent armies here. I'm not going to be able to hold out with these guys. I am going to auto-resolve this. Balanced stance, you might be able to do a bit of damage to them. Straight in the neck, blood spraying out, I'm dead. They lost a few men, they just destroyed me, and they've taken Neapolis. They're going to start spreading out now. And they're sending all their troops, some of them south, some of them north. Majority of them south. They're building up another army, just another one that's spawned in Rome. Christ, they're forming up defensive formations there. This is going to be a long battle. The battle for Gaul may nearly be over. The battle for Rome is about to begin. But yes, no, I do like this in a way because, to a degree, I was steamrolling my way through Gaul. We were fine. I was having an issue whether I should attack. Who should I attack next and destroy next? Basically, you know, who should I kill next? And then we have the Senate rebellion, the uprising, and now nothing is certain, and we could face a lot of problems. And we're now researching remuneration reforms. Your new stronghold is Brundisium. My capital has been lost. Faction destroyed. Edict issued, bread and games, that's keeping things happy. At least keeping my food up. Garrison fleet destroyed, trait gained, quartermaster report, inspired populace. But we are marching back as soon as we can, as fast as we can, with my forces to try and stop the tide of Rome. I'm going to have this army attack by a sea. We'll try and attack, or land on the beaches there near Rome and attack them. We've got 2 armies here to attack. They're not full stacks. My army is a full stack. We could give it a go. It's going to be a risk, but we're going to go for it. They've spawned this other army here. I don't know how many will keep spawning. These guys are facing attrition, though. I assume that's because they can't support their armies with all the food. This army, we're researching as quickly as we can, trying to get that money in there. I think we should be alright once I get all my troops into position. Pulling back with this army as much as we can. If I need to, spawn another army at Carthage or something like that. This army is holding in the north, the auxiliary army. I'm going to take them out of forced march, though. Take out their 2 remaining settlements we've brought, but I'm just going to hold up pushing there because we may need to, make some. We may need to make peace with Gaul there. Right, so let's engage in this battle here. Let's try and save Rome. We're going to attack this army over on the right, actually. Specifically, they're going to attack me. I'm controlling a large army. I will have reinforcements coming in from the settlement. Okay, so my game crashed there. Not sure why. So I had to reload up the game and end turn again. Although this time during the end turn phase, the Senate managed to take Valathari as well. They are facing attrition, so I'm going to try and attack them anyway. I'm hoping it won't... Oh, wow, okay. I can't actually get to the attack thing. My screen has bugged. Let me... Oh, and I can't go back to the menu either. Great, I can quick save. Hang on a minute, I'll try and sort this out. Okay, there we go, got it sorted. I don't know if you guys could see it, maybe it didn't screw up for you guys, but on my screen it had cut off here, so I couldn't actually reach any of these buttons down here. So we're going to fight. I have no reinforcements. The enemy has obviously reinforcements, but they don't have a large army. They've taken some losses, so they're not at 100% full strength. And now we're attacking, and I just hope that it doesn't crash. Because I would really like to kill these guys. I like how they got their little blue and white emblem to my yellow and red. So we have about the same amount reinforcing as initially attacking. I've got my war dogs, which should be fun to unleash upon the Senate at any moment. I need to basically keep as many of my troops alive as possible. So I need a lot of kind of key hammer and anvil strikes, break apart the enemy, and kill as many of them as possible, because I cannot have them hanging around after this battle. They have a ballista, so I'm going to have to use my cavalry superiority, which I do have, to outflank the enemy, take down their artillery as soon as possible, take out their skirmishers, and then I should be free to snap up the rest of their legionaries. And I want to try and do this as quickly as I can to prevent them linking up with their reinforcements, but we'll have to see how this plays out once we get to the battle map. Let's start the deployment. I'm quite happy it's dry, don't have to worry about any inconveniences there. The legionaries are just going to be one group. I'll bring in my Soci Extraordinari. I'll form up with these guys slightly to the left. I've got the enemy over there, so we can kind of try and force them into a flank. Get my Velites up there. And then that is my general. Here he is. Keep him obviously behind my main force. Then we've got the Extraordinari. Soci Extraordinari. Have them over on the right. Spread out thinly for a good charge. Then we need to bulk them up a little bit. And then Group 4, cavalry over here. So we can just try and push the enemy all sorts of sides. So they don't really know what side I'm going to attack from. They should be reinforced by their friends from behind them. I've got my dogs here. Let's start the battle.
Stand proud, you sons of Rome, you favored of Mars. Our enemies shake at the sight of you. General!
Enemy reinforcements approaching.
I'm glad that the enemy does shake at the sight of us. That's a good thing. I don't know where their reinforcements are coming from. Let's have a look. Can't see them coming in anywhere on the map just yet. Oh, there they go. Yep, from behind on that hill, so we need to move up quickly. So we're pushing up with all our forces. General leading the charge. Uh-oh, this could hurt. General, get back, General.
Our general is under attack.
That's not a good thing. I don't know why I put him so far forward. I don't think I was controlling him properly.
Ready for orders. Legionaries! Your orders.
And there we go. Oh, boom. There should be blood everywhere. But thankfully there's not too much because it just knocked them down. We need to bring those ballistas down quickly. But the enemy is putting their legionaries back. They're leaving their artillery positions vulnerable. So I'm going to charge on in. If I can smash into their velites, push them back, that should be great. The auxiliary infantry, which is their spear infantry, is over this side, so it's not a direct threat to me, but they brought up the rest of their forces now, which I will need to worry about. But let's try and push up on these equites over here. We can take out their artillery, we've got a good chance. I'm going to hold my lines here. They're in explosive rounds, so it's more splash damage than any actual damage. Going to go for the Roman ballista. And with these guys I'm going to go for the velites, some of the velites at least, try and push them back. Most important thing is that I destroy these ballista. Need to pull back because the auxiliary troops have already got in there. Pulling back, pulling back, pulling back. I'm going to try and flank round against these equites that have charged in against mine. We're wavering the Roman ballista. These guys have come back, not what I wanted to do. Run, 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 run. Equites, you need to run. Your ass is back here.
Wavering.
Need to push up with my forces. Got to be moving quick now. I'm not have to worry about that ballista anymore. That's out of there. My Equites Extraordinary, I need to pull them out, otherwise I will lose my cavalry superiority, and that is a big boost that I had gone. Equites, run. You need to listen to me. These guys did not. They will die, but they've held up the enemy a little bit, so that's good. And these guys, they're not running, or at least they've forgotten about running. They are now screwed. But they have held up the enemy on that right at least. So I need to pull the cavalry over here, wing them round, let the enemy kind of reform now into one unit if that's what they want to do. My other unit of Equites has come back, so I retain both units. That's worked alright. The Equites here getting hit by my Velites. And I will hit them with my Soci Equites. They start running while my Velites now try and bring them down. My cavalry chasing them though. Oh, and they've got their own ballistas up here, but they're left unprotected, so I'm going to take them out with my cavalry up here. That's good. Don't want a second round of cavalry. These guys have routed. Wavering. I'm probably killing my own cavalry here, but there we go. I need to make sure these guys go. That's good. Pull my cavalry out now to flank round. Get behind the enemy. That's good. Taking out the ballista behind and also securing the hill, which is good. Let's go slow motion to see some of the new animations with the blood pack, although that cavalry has just gone right in where I wanted to see. Oh, we've just pushed him over, have we? Is that him dead? I think so. These guys are now celebrating by putting their spears up. Huzzah! Hooray! Yes. Okay, well, we'll get some more slow-mo going soon. Taking out the ballista up here, we can form up, go into the enemy general's bodyguard, their own war dog unit, which I'm going to set upon their legionaries over here. Not sure if they ever work that well, but they do look rather cool when they go for it, and we are going to slow-mo action the crap out of this to watch the blood flow. Oh, damn. That guy's down. Oh, his head is off. He took his head off. Oh, my God. That's a vicious dog. Now, those are the ones the RSPCA need to put down. God dang it. They're flying into these other guys over here, causing havoc. Christ alive. Ripped his head off. Come on, dog. I want to see you rip someone else's head off. Come on. I know you can do it, doggy. Oh, that guy just went down. I want to watch you here. Watch you here and get taken down by a dog. Your friend behind you just got brought down. Oh, he's jumping up, going for the neck. Oh, there's blood. Oh, that guy got knocked down too. Okay, I think we've seen enough of the dogs causing havoc. These guys just lovingly run in behind them. So let's, while that's happening, let's reward the patience of the enemy by pushing with my skirmishers and my infantry. I've only got one of my units of Equites over here. The other one has died somewhere along the way. Wait for the opportune moment to strike with my cavalry. The war dog's still there, but they will be wavering yet. The men themselves are not great combatants. They're running. Oh, blood spurting out there. Pushing forward now, going to put the pressure on the enemy. Skirmishers galore. They're using flaming shot, we're just using normal shot here. Oh, right in the face. The blood, it does look good. And I'm now just going to slowly march forward with my infantry. I want to draw the enemy infantry into fighting my line, so I can then swoop in with my cavalry and break them once they're pinned, because I don't have enough cavalry to do it as I had intended, because I lost some. But we're marching forward with the legionaries. They're getting psyched up and pumped for this. They know battle is about to commence. Putting heavy emphasis over on the right here. Not so much on the left. That's fine. If they do charge, I'll bring my cavalry up. We'll inspire this unit of legionaries. And I'm not going to charge there because I want the enemy to kind of come to me. But now we're going to choose our targets with my legionaries for them to go for. And now we're free to go charging in with cavalry as well. But I am going to slow-mo on the edge here to have a look at some of the fighting going on. See a gory moment or two, hopefully, because I know it's what you guys want to see. This guy's covered in blood. He's got so many spears through his shield. Oh, I think a head just went flying off. Oh, he's kicked him. Smashing onto the shield there. It's the Socier Equites. Not Socier Equites, it's Socier Extraordinary. And these are Praetorians, I forgot about them. The Praetorian units. Oh, that guy just jumped up in the air. Who's going to finish him? Come on, which one's going to win? Who will finish who? There's blood. Oh, did you just get him there? I thought they're like staring each other down. So thrust. We've got Praetorians in there, and I need to look at what my cavalry are doing now. We got picked up by what unit? Legionaries here. Extraordinary, I need you to go in here against the Praetorians.
The enemy general is dead.
Good. I need to make sure as many of these guys are dead as possible. A bit of a slideshow now, with them all piled in like so. There we go, let's have a look in like that. Need to break the enemy, because otherwise those... Oh dear, we're losing cavalry left, right and centre. These legionaries having to hold off against the enemy legionaries. Bring more troops over to help them out. I know they're wavering, especially here, where we need to bring them onto the legionaries here. I'm going to bring my general round to try and help out as well. The Velites are trying to make short work of the legionaries and Praetorians, but obviously trying to kill a Praetorian is not a quick thing you just do. These guys I'm going to bring round and then flank the enemy here. I'm going for the legionaries, which will come back. How are we doing with the Velites over here? Blood over a lot of the troops. And there is no way I'm going to be able to keep this army out from needing to replenish next turn.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Charging in my general here. I'm hoping that's going to break them more than anything. Pull out again with my general. And yes, we've got wavering Praetorians. Going after the next few units here. And we need to kill as many of these guys that are fleeing as possible. Just so that they don't come back. I'm going to continue a little bit longer. Now that the enemy has broken. But with little cavalry, not a huge amount we can do to mop them all up. We've killed off a reasonable amount. So I'm hoping that will reflect in the end score as such, the end statistics, that we squash them here. So let's see how that turned out. We lost 1,034, but we managed to kill 2,351. Personally, they lost a few to friendly fire there, as did I. In fact, I lost 100 or so to friendly fire. I need to be more careful about that when we're facing up against the Senate again. But I only lost 1,000, whereas the enemy, and I remain 1,400, with the enemy remains 600. But this is the first of many scraps that there will be. Battles against the Senate forces. But hopefully we can bring them down. I'm obviously fighting seriously outnumbered. But I'm bringing my armies back. And we've defeated... Well, we've at least defeated one here, I think. Yep, there we go. The other one behind is severely depleted now. We can occupy my settlement back again. We push them back. They're facing attrition, or they were at least. Not very many of them left. These guys I can quickly replenish, hopefully in a turn or so. My general can rank up to a general. These guys here, thankfully they're not all full stacks. I know obviously some people can say, oh, they're only 4 off being full stacks, but it makes a difference. Still makes quite a difference. All these guys here, I think with... It's probably one of my armies can take out 2 of theirs. So I've got a new one I'm building here, can take out 2. This one here, take out these 2. That one's dead, essentially. And then what's left, we can do it. I'm just going to have to bring all my forces back as soon as possible. But I think we can do it. It's not as severe as it first looked, he says. When I end turn, obviously, the next time and they spread out everywhere else, then I'll panic. It might be worth creating another army, actually, at Carthage to bring it in. I do have the funds. But we'll see. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this part of Civil War. Please remember to comment, rate, subscribe. Check out my other content that's going on at the moment. My Batman Arkham Origins series is pretty darn awesome at the moment. I'll have another part of that out soon as well. Comment, rate, subscribe. Ciao for now.